Hi everyone, today's workout is going to be 3 rounds of 5 exercises, and it's going to be intervals of 20 seconds of rest and 40 seconds of effort. But it's not all 3 rounds in a row. I'm going to split them up because in between the rounds I want to do the normal kind of a different kind of exercise to work specifically on strength, and I consider that like a bridging exercise between rounds. It changes the pace, changes the focus, and I think that sometimes it can make the whole process much more enjoyable. But I wanted to talk about how I'm going to be training my chin-ups. At the moment, rather than training just straight sets, like doing a sub-maximum or maximum set, so say at the minute my maximum is about 5 or 6 reps in a row, then normally I would have done one set of 5 reps. And then I would have maybe done another set of 5 reps at a later point in the workout. But today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to be working on my chin-ups in ladders. Now this is a good concept or a good way to train if you respond well to higher volume, and that means like more reps in total, either across a workout or in, say for example, across the week. So what I want to do is increase the volume, and I do that by multiple ladders, and I'll explain in a minute. When you're doing high volume like that, you want to get the intensity, which means the effort that you need to exert, a little bit lower. So you're going to do like a medium amount of effort, and that means you're going to be within the ladders. You don't do a lot of reps in a row because that's going to burn you out. So I wouldn't do up to my maximum. I go around 50%, sometimes even lower than that, depending on just how many I'm going to do. But I'm going to aim for 4 different ladders, and what that will look like is, say 50% of my maximum, say 6, that's going to be 3 reps, is the maximum amount of reps I'll do per ladder. And this means that within a ladder you have rungs, and that means I'm going to have 3 rungs. The bottom rung, which I start with, is 1 rep. I take a break, and then I go back to my second rung and I do 2 reps in a row. Then I take another break, and then I go back in. Now the breaks are very short in a ladder, and then I go back and I do the 3 reps in a row, and that's the top of my ladder at the moment. And then I step away, I have a longer break, say a minute, minute and a half, and then I go back in. If I want at this, after the previous ladder, then I'll do another ladder. Now if you're not conditioned to doing these ladders in a row, then you may need to come back at the end of the workout and do another one, or later in the day. If you have a chin-up bar at home and you're wanting to work on these on a more frequent basis but at a lower intensity. Now how do I ensure that the 3 rep at the top of the ladder stays at a medium intensity? Because once you get tired, then those straight reps, even on to 3, are going to get tough. So that's when you need to think about regressing the type of chin-up that you're doing. So you'll either do jumping chin-ups, which you'll see me doing. I actually prefer them these days to band assisted, but you can also use a thin or medium band depending on what gives you that level of intensity that's you're not burning yourself out, but you're still getting a challenge. So there's a lot of subjectivity to it. There's a lot of trial and error. I have a group of people at the moment, they're working on their chin-ups, and they're kind of working at the top of the ladder around 2, and some are at 3 at the moment, but it's all about how you adjust the type of chin-up that you're doing. So hopefully that made sense. It's hard to kind of picture it. You'll see when I do it how that works, and I'll explain it as I'm doing it so that you can apply this yourself and see if this is something you respond to better than, say, doing basically many reps but fewer sets. This way you're getting a lot of kind of built up over the week or over the day of a lot more volume. So that concludes the explanation now. Now on with the workout. There's a funny exercise in here, something maybe you haven't seen often before, and it's what I would call an accessory exercise, but I'm putting it in here with my head knowing that I'm going to be doing chin-ups later, and it's called the reverse shrug. So when you think about a shrug being you're lifting something and shrugging it upward, This is actually a reverse shrug, which means you're up on bars, like my dip bars here. I'm going to be up on them as if I'm about to do a dip, but instead I'm keeping my arms poker straight, and all I'm going to do is shrug my shoulders up, and then I'm going to push my shoulders down. So that means I'm moving my body weight, not moving a weight. So this changes the stimulus a little bit, but it's good for really controlling the scapula, increasing the ability to depress and retract, but it's also good accessory movement for anything that you're using a lot of shoulder stability for, such as overhead movements like presses, kettlebell snatches, or chin-ups. So it's a good one to practice, a good one to add in, not necessarily in an interval workout. You could add it at the end with your core work if you do that, but it's a nice one. It's tough. But anyway, that's it for today. It's not it for the day, I still have to do my workout, but I'll see you very briefly at the end. Keeping your alignment, maybe your abs a little bit tight, and then when you get down here, you're just going to dip at the shoulders only, and then push up. Dip and up. If you need to, you can rest a foot to take a little bit of the weight off. Killer. All right. Oh, death. Okay, so the ladder is my first ladder. I'm going to try to do them all full reps. If this first ladder, I don't manage to do 3 reps in the top of the ladder, I'll probably just do the rest ladders up to 2 reps. But I'll see how I get on. So 1 rep is my first rung, and then I'm going to rest. Just enough to get a wee break. And now, second rung is going to be 2 reps. And I can tell already that it's not as easy as it was. Okay, so what I'll do is, to keep with the concept of medium intensity, I won't do any more. I will do another 1, then I'll go back to the bottom. So this probably means that my total isn't as high as I thought. Okay, so back to another ladder. So now that I've adjusted my the top rung to I'm only going to go to 2. I don't want to be not practicing what I preach. So that means that the next Next set, or next rung is 2, and I'll see if I can do full reps. If not, then I'll go to jumping chin-ups. Okay, back to 2 reps. 2, and that's me for now. These are tough. 8 seconds to go. Rest there. Oh my goodness. Killer. More chin-ups, people. More chin-ups. So, 1 then 2. 1 and then 2. I'm glad now I wasn't doing 3. Okay, break. Around 10 seconds or so. 15 maybe sometimes. Okay, so you feel ready. About it. 2. Okay, so I feel like I'm probably ready in the next ladder to go with the jumping, at least in the second rung. Okay, this time I'm going to do jumping chin-ups. Just a little bit of a helping hand, like this. Rest until I do my 2 reps. Both will be jumping. Alright, getting ready, set up, and go with 2. 2. That was better. Last round. Straight arms, abs engaged, then shrug. Hips high, keeping the glutes switched on here. Bring that all the way up. Not this. This. Hips up. One more. Oh man. Okay everyone, that's it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed this setup. I've done this the ladder before, I think in another workout. I probably mentioned it. Sometimes it's hard to remember what I've done on these videos and what I've done for client videos, but I think I have mentioned the ladders before. But now you've kind of got an idea of how we put it together across a workout like this. So it's like woven throughout the workout. I think for me that makes it much more, I don't know, like fun, because you're changing it up every 5 minutes or so, or every few minutes, different paces and also different levels of intensity, and plus you're working on completely different things. So and I hope you liked having the addition of the reverse shrug as well, because it's a bit different to put it in a main part of the workout, but I just wanted to put it in there so you could get an idea of some other exercises that I use to complement some of the more challenging ones, like the chin-up, overhead presses. It's a great one for stability. It is tough. And another one I would use for the same purposes is the L-sit. Now, the L-sit is, I'm talking my knees tucked in, I'm not talking legs out straight, but that is something, you're not just working your core alignment, but you're depressing and retracting the shoulder blades as well, which can be helpful for your shoulder stability and just really an awareness as well, and building up that strength. So I think that's it for today. So I'll see you next Wednesday for another wee three, not wee three, perhaps it will be a wee three, perhaps it won't. It will be a wee workout regardless, and hopefully you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you next week.